dropped the white van off to Woodcroft Garage. There's a ball joint on the passenger side, I think it is. That just squeaks like mad, so every time I turn the corner, I think I've got everything from it. Normally there's something I'll forget and I have to keep going back and getting it, but then he's also going to do a service on it as well. So I'm just on walking up to the other student job now, the new rip out one, and like I say, I've agreed with the owner to see if we can give the lads a bonus incentive to get this one done. I hope that it does get done and that they do get a bonus, or it's not just like it goes to £9 or something again and I'm just like, what's going on? Luke's beat me here.
As always.
As always. Yeah, I'll open up here. Oh, I'm feeling it this morning, me.
Yeah.
Plaster, mate, plaster.
What?
Tell us what you were thinking.
Nothing. Just
Oh yeah, Luke. Luke. Oh, he's up there. Yeah, come here a sec. Because whatever you can think of to get it easier. I'm only thinking, if you can get more weight on them, because we don't fill that up. You know, when we take the other tipper, we don't fill it up, do we? Because of the weight. So we can probably get more on a skip than into that other tipper, yeah. So these normally cost £5 to like rip out. But what I've said, because you've like smashed it out there, I've said to the owner that I've told them if they cost £5.5, if you get it done quicker or whatever, however long it takes now, if it's £4.5 when it's done, you get to keep obviously the difference, yeah, between five and a half and whatever it costs. So I'll do it because it's only fair. I'll do it pro rata. So if you're in every day and one, like Phil comes in for one day, he doesn't get like he gets you divide. Yeah. That's fair, isn't it? That's if we get it done in less than 5.5.
Happens, don't it?
No, that's every single job since we've done them.
Oh, is it?
And then we've got the tippers.
Yeah.
So yeah. So £5 is what they used to cost. They used to cost 4.5. But now, like the last ones we've done, the last however many we've done, have been £5 to like the rip out stage, and then we've always done extra bits, if you know what I mean. But just a straight rip has been £5. So 5.5. Hopefully there's, you know,
Wiggle room.
there's wiggle. Well, there's a bonus if you work hard, yeah. Tony won't be happy. He's ate into his rip out budget by giving me a lift. Are we ready to lash a mix on? By 8:10 we'll have plaster.
Like a lunch to it.
Yeah. My lunch yesterday was a cherry coke and
fruit.
And some watermelon sweets. So we're about to put a mix on, and then I've only got rigid trowels now because someone's robbed all my other trowels. So we just gone for a flexi and a semi flexi. Now let me do it. So we'll see. We'll see which one of these is better. Obviously I used to have one of them, which is sound. Only thing is, like, I feel like the flexi are alright, but what they do is they just go over the bumps, don't they? They just flatten the bumps, not get rid of them. So only really use this on like the last coat when you get to that point, don't you, where you're trialing it and every time you do it you're making like
Living lines.
yeah, you're trying to flatten it off. But I like using the big speed skims, and then it's just getting the timing right then. But this one feels all right, and then you can buy additions on it a bit cheaper. So you can get different sizes, but I always feel as well you don't want to go too big with the flexi because you lose like a bit of. I always feel like that I only ever use them for like little areas that have got that I can't get rid of the lines on. If it's not completely flat like a corner or something. Normally we're doing like new boards, aren't we? So I don't never really use a flexi. Right, so we've got first mix on. I'm just going to speed skim it with the 1.8. Not often we get to use that, is it? I hardly ever use it. But yeah, this is handy because we can get right to the top with it. And then Ben's just finishing meshing that bit. So we've got that back wall. We're going to put the second coat on now after I've speed skimmed it, and then we'll have a little break and we'll come back and do this wall, that wall, and then up here's done, isn't it? And then what do you reckon? Tackle the ceiling this afternoon, or leave it?
What ceiling?
The kitchen. No.
That'd be silly.
Is your favourite song?
It's outrageous.
Every video starts with like something about the radio. I keep turning it off. Alright, second coat on, and Ben's brushing in. I'm going to give this semi flex. So I'm hoping it's in between, obviously, me rigid and the other flex.
Oh, I think you're fucking closing the title there, isn't it?
Stop swearing. That's what I say, I'm hoping it is. And it's not just a way of them making more money. So I've shopped with the Ultra Flex, although I feel like this takes off and leaves a line, whereas, let's see yours now, you got stuff on it. How have you managed to get, I couldn't get anything on it when I was doing it.
Oh,
That's because you wetted it. So when I was doing it, I was literally trying to obviously get some stuff on it with the plastic one, and it just doesn't come off. But which one do you prefer? Plastic? Yeah, so do I. I feel like this is too...
plastic, fantastic.
I'm shocked because when we seen it in the shop, I thought that's going to be a bit crud. But they do, and you keep the hand on. You can buy all the plastic bits for that. So I'm invested. Well done, Ox, on your, what's it called?
Semi-flex.
On your semi-flex, yeah. That's got good reviews from us anyway. Maybe we don't know what we're doing. So we've done here now. We're gonna go and get something to eat, and then we'll come back and hit this wall, and then we've just got this ceiling to do left, and then that's all the plastering done. So it's just saying not ideal that they've now fitted the kitchen, because we brought the scaffold wheels, and we were going to set the scaffolding up and just clear this room and be able to move it all the way around. And however, the other company who's been doing the rest of the work have sort of had a gap and got someone in to fit the kitchen, and now we've got to plaster around the brand new kitchen. But it's not ideal, but we'll get around it. And then I just spoke to Christian at Everytrade. You feeling my wall there? You're not meant to do that. And then we need to do, before we spray this, before we go, we'll have to go in and fill all the bits that the other lads have done, and just make sure it's ready for skimming, ready for spraying. But yeah, I just spoke to Christian at Everytrade. He's got they're ripping the 3 hours out, and he's got floorboards. So Alex said message Christian, he'll be able to get some floorboards for the yard. So Thursday, tomorrow, I'm going to be on the yard with Ronnie welding the gates. So if you want to go back on the rip out and jump on the bonus scheme, get your 1 day's worth of, well, 2 days. Alright, let's go and get something to eat. One thing I forget to do is wear glasses. Do you wear glasses? Or are you better than me? I got some right in my eye yesterday.
I got to do a splatter.
Yeah. I've started doing goggles now, but another one, what we've done is we've cut these things into 1 metre squares rather than trying to get it on in one piece. We're just going to do metre squares and obviously overlap them. So just this and this wall to do now, and then we'll look at the kitchen ceiling then. So what are we on now? We've done the second coat. We're on the flattening and obviously filling in a little bit stage, and you're doing the edges, aren't you? I always feel like edgings are like one of the biggest things. That's the bit you see. So like, if you look down there on the stairs now, and then obviously the other lads who've had in, it just makes it look so much better. Like, I think that would have easily been brushed in and would have looked a million times better than that if you just literally used the brush. So that one has been brushed in. I know it has because I did this one. Although now it's got bits of other plaster on. Yeah, so we're going to give this a good sand before we spray it. How long do you reckon this will take to dry? Probably not that long in this house. Roasting, isn't it? So we had this bit where we had to get right up in the corner. What we've done is we're just going to have to lean the ladders against it. And then I'm going to pull this away now. And we'll just fix those little bits where the lads have been. And that way, you know, we've got managed to reach everywhere. And just touch that bit up now, you can see the I don't like squares, look. I just want to see that, so I'm going to go over that. I'm loving this charm. I was just saying to Ben, I'm going to get some more of them. I'll get one more handle, and I'll get probably a couple of sizes of the plastics because they come in twos, and then we've got them between us. But there we go, nearly there. Ben's just tidying up. I actually think it's easier to skim like this, don't you? I think it's easier to take the switches off the wall and get a trowel in behind it than like try and skim. I think anyone who skims up to a socket is just lazy, or I know I've heard plasters before say, oh, I don't do electrics, and you're like, oh. I know what you mean. You could like splash water, and these old ones, they have got the live, haven't they? And then whatever, you could go and turn them off, I suppose, but then you need the lights. But yeah, that's so much easier and a better finish. So one of us has been plastering and the other's been on a rip-out job. Can you tell who? You've got a black muzzy.
At least it's dyed in a little bit anyway.
I've got white hands everywhere. You're black and I'm white. But we're just going to go and get the shifters, because I reckon if we set the shifter up on the ground floor, I reckon that's going to save us time and efficiency, I reckon. But we'll see. And then I've ordered these rubble chutes. Hopefully that's what's getting delivered to my house. But the only thing with the shifters is they weigh loads and take ages to set up. But then when they're working, you always go, they're amazing. I couldn't do the job without them. But then you'll see now, like, when we're getting them and like taking them in, you'll be like, oh, heavy as crap. So you don't reckon it's worth setting them up, did you?
Well, I didn't say that. I've never used them before.
Yeah. No, you were saying, oh, we'll just get it in buckets, which is what I thought last job.
Yeah, well,
I'm like that. I think, oh, just get it in buckets.
About an hour and a half between four of us.
I just feel like if we're going to use the shifters, we need to do it now, not like after, halfway through and get them and then go, oh yeah, they were good. If we get them now and go, nah, like there's no point. But I reckon we'll get them and you'll go, yeah, they're worth And hopefully,
Whatever
otherwise...
saves your back, that's what I say.
Yeah, definitely. Well, if you can spade it onto a hopper, and then, you know, it's gone. It's in the skip. You haven't got to worry about carrying it. I'm trying to figure out how long do you reckon it takes to carry the bucket from in the house into the skip and then back in the house.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. So if we save 30 seconds every... How long does it take to fill a bucket? A minute? 30 seconds. So every 30 seconds we save 30 seconds.
Depends whether it's at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day, right?
So every 30 seconds we save 30 seconds. So realistically you probably work for, what, 4 hours of the day? So I'd have to do, I can't do that quick maths in my head. But we can work out how many minutes the shifters would save. And then we'll see if it actually works out like that now. So we bought these rubble chutes from 123bags.com. One, I've ordered a kit and they haven't sent me a kit. It's missing all the straps and bits. And then I've just took the window, well, I just went to take the window. It's externally beaded. Someone had siliconed it, which was a bit annoying. So I had all silicone all the way around, which I've had to take off. And then, because it's externally beaded, I can only imagine, it had these metal straps. So we took it out and I was like, yeah, knock that window towards me. And there's like these metal straps, which I can't... I'm scared to get out like that, because obviously it'll thingy the window if I do that too much. But these obviously come out, and you can see they're screwed in there. It's like 2 screws holding them in. I've never seen them like that before. Normally you just obviously take the beads off and knock the window out. And we haven't even got space to go up there, so I don't really know how to get that out, because if I try and... I'll have to try that, won't I? This is annoying. So this is the chute we've got from 123bags. What I might try and do is I might try and get it tighter to the skip, because yeah, I'll throw some down, Lou. So we're just testing out to see whether rubble up and down. There you go. Sound? So what I'm just saying is that I reckon we can change this. We need to lose, I want it to drop about here. So as it's dropping, it's filling the skip up here. We haven't got to shovel anything round. So what I can do is keep them straps the same, and where I've zip tied it there, I can move those zip ties back to that white strap there. Maybe just extend a couple of zip ties maybe, or use the black straps for that, and use like proper things to tension it. And we just want to get it so that it finishes. So when they come and pick the skip up, there's just like a pyramid. That's good, that, isn't it? I can leave that up really, can't I? There's no one, it's not blocking anyone. Yeah. And then I say tomorrow we'll make some of them adjustments. But no, if we were to use thingies on this, what are they called? The plastic rubble chutes, which I've got, they just get absolutely wrecked and they weigh a ton. So if you were to try and do that with plastic chutes, it'd end up pulling the bay away when you put that much weight on it. Right, that's a wrap. That wood will go on here. I'm just going to go and get my van and I'll padlock those shifters. Educate everyone. So that is, what's that one off?
That is off your van. That's to go on your van.
Oh, that's the one that's to go on.
Yeah.
So this is what's squeaking.
Yes.
And where does that actually go?
That goes onto the bottom suspension now and pivots with the wheel as the wheel goes up and down.
Oh, so that's why when I come off a curve it goes, and it's had a full service.
Yeah, it's had a full service. But it needs some space.
So what do you need to pull it? What's the bit you need to pull off?
That goes in. That goes into a tapered hole.
Yeah.
And then as you
That's
tighten
tight.
it tightens right up.
I can see that's a bit cone shaped, isn't it?
It is cone shaped.
Yeah.
So to break that
Off.
you need a ball joint splitter. But it's peculiar the way it's made on the Sprinter, and none of my ball joint fitters will fit it. I shall get one that will. It does, and I shall fit this for you.
Because no doubt I'll have another ball joint for you.
Oh yeah.
Right, it is R5 and I'm just having a little tidy up because I always say try and, especially when we're doing the rip outs, because I hate this. Like, I can't stand when we do this because obviously we've picked the conveyors up and that's why we've not been able to put the wood on here, but I hate driving past and knowing that there's a big rip out there going on. So I'm going to try and obviously tell the lads to just keep fingering it, and just the floor as well. I just want to be able to, like, people to walk through and think, oh, you know, well, there is a rip out going on here, but, you know, they're actually going above and beyond to keep it tidy. I just took some of the timber out the skip because it was sticking out with nails and that, and you think you can't have someone walking past in the night. This wood's actually going to go on the tipper once the shifters are in use, so it's just about keeping it away from the pavement at the minute. That's fine. I was going to disconnect that, but it's fine, isn't it? Everyone can walk past it, people can drive past not doing anything. I'm quite impressed with that, actually. I think a bit of tweaking, if we get it at the right height where it drops in, I think that could be obviously a good one to keep on the jobs. And then obviously, I mean, they all work vertical, but that one does work with the hardcore, which is the main reason we've got it. Anything light we can carry down and throw on the van. It's like the big heavy, the plaster off the walls and stuff. It's like the old sand cement plaster, so that will slide down, and hopefully over like the top and bottom we'll have the shifters here tomorrow straight into this skip, and then obviously chucking that stuff in. And I'm on the yard tomorrow. I've got the steel getting delivered for the gate, so I'll be doing them with Ronnie. Ronnie is old fella who used to work with us. He went off doing another job, but he's like sort of semi-retired. But yeah, I'll be doing the gates with him tomorrow. That'll be exciting. Right, that is it. Which van am I going in? I've got the white one. So, some people were giving me a bit of crap about using the Asheville in the background. Some people give me a bit of jib about obviously transferring files from the AVI of the time-lapse cameras to get them to my YouTube phone, which is MP4, and Jesus, like, I've just gone to transfer one and it says, I can't even put that on. I've just gone to transfer one and it says that it's over a certain, it's a 500 and whatever megabyte, and I've got to pay £200 a year if I want to transfer stuff from my laptop to my phone using Dropbox. So I say I need to find a way of doing this. I just done one of them and it was effortless, and then I don't know why it's now asking me for 200 quid. And it's just like, ugh. So I'm going to try plugging in my iPhone now and seeing whether I can do it that way.